Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. Look how much fun this is. We're going to get to it in just a moment. Spellbinders had a sale a while back. It was buy one, get one. I purchased this beautiful Be Bold Blooms collection, which I absolutely love. And we made a gorgeous card with this, I remember. And I'm going to use more of it because I love the flowers in here. It was buy one, get one free, and I got the high for free. I have always looked at this, and I'm intrigued by stitching, okay? Now, it takes a while, and this pattern here that I did was inspired by Yana. I am watching a lot of videos to learn, and realizing that just because the holes are where they are, you don't necessarily have to just do, you know, like a little flower stitch right here that's like done on the outside of here. I used a lot of my grandma's techniques, and this is my grandmother's thread. So this thread here, I was saying on another video, it's over 50 years old. It's probably 75 years old. It's gotta be. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, and I'm so happy now to use it on my cards. I was stitching yesterday and making this card, making the front of it, and I thought to myself, I bet she's sitting right here in the living room with me, watching me do the French knot, because I remember when she taught me the French knot. I'm left-handed. It was very difficult for my family to teach me things because I was left-handed and nobody else was, which I get that from my grandma on my mom's side, and she had passed away. So that was it was difficult to teach me things, but I love to sew. So my grandma had patience, and it really, really helped me. I'm going to teach you how to do this flower, which my grandma didn't teach me that. She taught me like this blanket stitch and the French knots and just regular embroidery. I learned this the other day from watching Yana's video, and I think it's so pretty. So let me just show you what I did to the inside of this card. Of course, we made all these butterflies the other day. Let's use them, right? I thought the pinks in this one with the green, I didn't really even mean to match this up, okay? I thought it looked fantastic with my flowers. So I just glued on some butterflies there, and the inside of my card, the same thing. How pretty, right? So it's an A2 size card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I used a piece of black cardstock at 5 1/4 by 4, a piece of a brighter pink cardstock at 5 by 3 3/4, and then black cardstock for the die that is the shadow die. And for my dies that say hi, I used right here, I just used some Nihi white cardstock right there. So very, very easy peasy to do, okay? But the time came in to sew. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is back here, okay, is a lot of thread. There's a lot of thread. It will get thick back there. So I thought to myself, well, that's a great way to add dimension, right? But how am I going to like not add too much dimension? I was worried about liquid glue and the thread and the paper and that kind of thing. So I just used tear and tape. After I did all of my stitching, like on here, I put a piece of tape just straight down the back here. It also holds your thread in, which is fantastic, right? So remember, I just put this about the length of this like eye, and then more tear and tape on the length here, and just a little bit there, of course, a little bit on the back, you know, a little straight piece on the back of these, little round pieces, and that's what's holding that up. Then onto the black, okay, so that's what that, and it's double-sided tape, so guys, it's not going anywhere. And then I adhered the shadow die down with liquid adhesive. Okay, all right, so what we're going to do, I have my needle right here ready. We're going to make this flower, and I'm just going to kind of I'll pick this, well, yeah, I'll pick this one, and we're going to come right here. You want a little bit of room to put some greenery and your little French knots. So this is so stinking cool. Let me see, should I zoom in? Hold on, let me zoom. Okay. All right, here we are. All right, here we are. I'm trying to look through. I'm looking at it and I'm looking through the camera at the same time. Okay, so you'll go into the middle hole, okay? just like that. Leave a tail, because you're going to tie a knot, because this is going to get thick back here. Don't worry about that, okay? You're going to go into the middle hole. Then you have to remember, when you do a flower like this, your what they called spokes have to be in an odd number. 3, 5, 7. This one will do 3, okay? So we're going to make a spoke. 1 right here, and I'm sewing with all 6 strands of thread, okay? I'm going to come back into the middle hole. Okay. Oh, don't knot up on me. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of holding this back here just with my hand, okay? Just like that. Come back into that middle hole. Now I'm going to skip 2 holes and go into this third one right here. Okay, just like that. I'm going to come back into the middle hole. Try not to like go into the thread, okay? Just try to use the paper in the middle hole, okay? There. And then I'm going to skip 2 and go right here. And it doesn't matter that it's uneven, honest, okay? Because this is like what's going to help you with your pattern, okay? That's how we start. Make sure this little guy back here is tight, and we are good to go. That's flat. We have 3 of them. They're spaced out, okay? I'm going to come back through the middle hole. Now, I'm going to pick this spoke right here. It doesn't matter what spoke you pick. Remember, I'm left-handed, so I kind of go the opposite way. I'm going to go underneath. I like to always start with the first one. I noticed that yesterday with underneath, okay? So just underneath all of the strands. And then the next one, you'll skip it, okay? You won't go underneath. You'll stay over it. Now the third one, you'll go under, okay? And now see how I'm holding this with my thumb? Okay, I don't want to pull this taut. Okay, now we went under that one. This spoke right here, we're going to go over. We're going to come under this one. This was so much fun yesterday. Okay, now we're going to just loosely, guys, loosely. We're making like a rosette, okay? Now we're under here. We're going to go over that one. Now under this one, I've never done this stitch before until Yana showed it. With this, because I was looking up, like, what do they do with this, you know? And I thought, I've got to try that. I love making that little loose rosette. That was under. Now that one's over. And then over here is under. So what you're actually doing here is making almost like a little bridge of yarn, of thread, okay? Isn't that coming out cute? I hope I've been on camera. I know I'm up close. Okay, so there, that goes under. This one you'll skip over. And then over here on that third one, you'll go under. So it's like, you skip it, and that's what gives you a little bit of layering along with the dimension of this absolutely adorable. We're going to skip that and come over here and go under. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. And go under this one. Just like that. Oh, look how cute. See, and I just kind of mush it. I don't think I want to go around anymore, okay? It's big enough for these holes, okay? These are small. But as you can see, even if this little flower of holes was bigger, you can make a really big one of these. So here I'm going to come into one of the holes, the next one over, just to give it that layer right there, okay? Just like that. Oh, look how cute. Oh my goodness. All right, now we're going to go ahead and snip this. And I'm just going to tie a knot. And don't worry, okay? Don't worry about the thickness. Like I said, if you use that tape, you are okay. Now, you don't want to pull that too tight, okay? Make sure your rose is okay. Oh, it's so cute. And then tie it again. This is what I did. You can knot off another way if you want to. I found it best to do this. And then I'm just going to cut this short because we have that knot. Wonderful. Okay. All right. So here is our rose. Now, I'm going to be back in just a second. I want to put some yellow thread on here because I feel like I'm going to make another one of these today. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll go through a French knot together. Okay. I just wanted to remind you guys I am an affiliate for scrapbook.com, Spellbinders, and Amazon. There are links below. If you will click my link and shop, I do receive a little commission. Now, what we're going to do now is to make a French knot. So I have this again threaded with all 6 strands, a short and a long. I want to find the center hole and come in through the back. Again, leave a tail. You could actually like make a bridge here if you wanted to, if you didn't want to do another knot. Like, okay, so we did a knot, right? So a bridge, this is what my grandma called it, is going through the thread actually and letting the thread kind of hold the thread down, okay, to where now we're flat and we don't have to make a knot, okay? So I think that's pretty good for right there. Okay, now we're going to come up through that center hole. Just like that. Don't pull it too tight, all right? Make sure you've got enough out here at the time, okay? There we go. All right, now, the thing about a French knot is they always say wrap it twice. I think it's 3 times. I don't know, okay? So you have to hold this side. So if you're right-handed, you would be holding with your left, okay? And then you take your needle and you go 1, 2, to me that's 3. They say it's 2. I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3. Now what you want to do is keep a little tension on this part of the thread, but give yourself a little leeway there. And you want to go back in through the same hole. Wait a minute. Did my bridge pull out? Hold on, guys. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Pull it tight. Okay, that helped, just keeping it down. Hard to do it in the air with the video, right? There we go. And now we're just going to pull this through slowly. And then it's going to just kind of tighten down. Look how cute! That little French knot. Isn't that adorable? That's adorable. Do not, the main thing when you do any of this is do not pull it taut. Okay, that is not, it's just so stinking adorably cute. That is so adorable. Okay, now because we did that bridge, it's okay. I'm just going to make another bridge here. Because like I say, when you're done, you're going to put the tape on the back of it. And there we go. And that's perfect right there. That's plenty enough to hold that down. Now, like I said, there's dimension with all of this thread. So that's okay, you know, by using that straight line tape. Look at that cute little rose. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's how I did it. Oh, you know what? I bet you'd like to know how to do the leaves, right? Okay, back in a second. Okay, let me zoom back in. Okay. All right, so the little leaves, they're so cute. It's called a blanket stitch. You can either bridge or leave a tail. I think this time I'll just leave a tail, okay? So then I'll tie it. All right, I'm going to come here into one of the upper holes where the flower is. And I'm going to pull this through and leave a tail. Okay, enough to tie. Now, take this, I hold my tail back here. Okay, take this, go back into the same hole. Of course, don't pull it all the way through, okay? What we want to achieve is a loop right here. All right, now come up through this flower up here. come up through, just like that. Go ahead and pick up your loop, just like that. Pull it to the top. Do you see how I'm pulling it? Top, 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 top. You want that loop, that thread to stay up there. Go back through the hole you just came up through. I hold the little flower with my finger. Whoops. And stitch everything. Here we go. I hold the little flower and then I pull this down. Now, don't pull that through, okay? Do not, am I too blurry? I'm sorry. Do not pull that through. You want that little knot to show, okay? Go back up into the same hole on the bottom. Gotta find it. There we go. Back up through the same hole. And let's do that process again, okay? See, now that holds that when you come up through that same hole, okay? Go back down, same hole. So you almost, you're going into the same hole like 4 times to make this these little leaves here. Okay, make your loop. Come up through the next hole. Come up through the loop. Pull it up. Gently, gently, gently. Down through the same hole. And there we go. Now you can manipulate your thread. I almost pulled that too tight, didn't I? We want that to pop out. We want to see it. There we go. Okay? See, right there. Woo! I was close. I'm sorry. Right there. Okay? Let me back out just a little bit. Whoop. Okay, right here. Now, let's put 2 down here on the bottom, okay? So I'm just going to flip this over. I'm going to go into this hole on this side. And it doesn't matter which hole you go into. It's just the direction. Let's go into this one. Who cares? It's just the direction of your leaves. That's all. Just, okay. Back into the hole. Same one. We're making our loop. Okay. I'm going to come up through this hole right here into the flower. I'm going to pick up my loop. I'm going to pull it to the top, leaving it loose. And now I'm going to go down through the same hole. Let's see, that's where I'm tying off at. I don't want to pick up that thread, right? Okay. Down through the same hole. And I just kind of hold my flower, or hold my little greenery in my flower. There we go. Now I want that to come over to the center kind of thing. Just manipulate the thread a little bit, okay? No big deal. There we go. Cute! Look at how cute that's coming, right? Okay, up through the same hole. Again, we'll do the same thing. Like I said, we're going to go in 4 times. And then down. If you wanted to, you could move over. You know, nothing says it's what's right and what's wrong. I'm just showing you what I did. I want my loop, and I come up through this one. I don't want my loop to be twisted, okay? Come up through here, pull to the top. So cute. And back down into that hole. I'm holding the leaf. Just like that. Now, I'll go ahead and give that a snip. And this one then I will not. Now, as you can see, coming down on this part of the high, the H, very nicely, right? Filling in. And then I just took some pink thread and I did French knots in pink. Apparently I have glue on my scissors. And then I just did French knots in pink above here. And that's all that I did, right? Isn't that a cute little flower with our little greenery? Isn't that pretty? well, the start of another something wonderful. All right, this is your video for today. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you will try a little stitching. And if you would like to order these dies, of course, there are links below. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.